What's going on? I wanted this video about Robert E. Lee's descendants, and I saw one of his descendants, a distant great nephew, who was on CNN, and he said that reparations would help with help with racism, would help with slavery, and I agree. Um, it's true because then you wouldn't have time to have police brutality. You wouldn't have time to have the inferior complex. You wouldn't have time to have white privilege, and it was very important to hear Robert E. Lee's descendant nephew, who happens to be a minister these days, speaking because it addresses all those issues firsthand. Um, if you make amends for the continuation of privilege and what goes on here in the States, it do a great balance to the future. However, if you continue to walk and see no evil, hear no evil, play no evil, and act like it don't exist and just kind of hope it goes away, it festers. And that's what has happened over here so many times and not addressing the divisiveness and the divide. It's like you walk in these same places and you touch the same money and you touch the same thing, but you can't touch it. You're not good enough to, you still have that not good enough to be here, not good enough to, but yet it's needed. So African Americans who've inspired, created, and done many things in America, and yet it's still that glass shield. It's still that way not to. So I applaud someone who, he sees his great uncle who's a statue, Robert Lee, of the Confederacy and everything, and all that acknowledgement, was wrong and how it's manifest. And he understands that reparations would say not only was sorry, will go a long way toward healing a lot of wounds. And when I say reparations, let me tell you something. It's not some get rich situation. It's a respect situation. But there should be compensation for African Americans who've all because there is still things set in place to this day. Someone says, well, how can someone wait now? You benefited from it, from parents, grandparents. You think about this from colleges and everything, admissions and everything. Think about civil rights. You don't have to go on a city bus or go to a workplace and see a 1964 act saying that because you will get allowed to work, or a 1965 act to say that you can vote, or a 1967 act that says you can marry someone from another race. These are all continual bases that still represent so much. And if we were going to go by the logical aspects, a truly free or balance in the society, African Americans only have like 55 years of what you say inclusive, and a little over 60 plus if you mention Brown versus Board of Education, meaning unlike that idiot racist Mitch McConnell, that's the stool hand, that pigeon, that turkey is off base. So respect to Robert E. Lee nephew for saying what he said on CNN about reparations would help combat a lot of what we're dealing with. All right, feel free to leave your comments, hit your suggestions, and tell me what you think. Hit the subscribe when the bell rings. It's a new video. I'm out. Peace.